20 Migments.
20 Migments.
I didn't say it. He did. It was another vintage Tom. I have to give him credit. None of those it's going to go into the archives in the Hall of Fame.
Migments.
And Tom has like a whole, like, what do you call it? Like a whole chamber in that award place for all of his Thomisms. Because they're not. And again,
dude, you said last night I got Izzo'd when Jamar Chase went off. I'm like, how'd I get Izzo'd?
Because you're like, this motherfucker, we should have more catch. I was bitching. Then all of a sudden, as you said, he gets an 80-yard touchdown.
No, I admitted, I said.
Do you realize he got it like 1 second after you pitched that?
No, what I said was, so I was bitching about the Bengals play calling, right? And we were going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then I admitted, I said, I'm just kidding. I'm salty because Chase hasn't had enough.
And I said, there's a whole half to go.
No, hold on. I said, but I know that. Like, you act like I don't know that. I was admitting why I was arguing
The second he finished, here's the point. The second he finished sending this text, like literally bling, and I look up.
No, all I said was I was frustrated because he didn't have enough targets.
He had just like an 85-yard touchdown.
Okay, so you're telling me. Okay, so here's what you're telling me. Like, if you were watching a Celtics game, right?
Yeah.
And Tatum kept shooting threes all game, right? Like for the whole first half.
Yeah.
And then to start the third quarter, you have to stop shooting the threes and go to the bucket. If he goes to the bucket, you got Izzo'd.
Tom.
No, you're saying what should happen, and then it happens.
Tom, the reason I say Izzo is because every time you say this is what happens, and it doesn't matter what it is.
That's not true.
It's true.
It's not true.
And a lot of it's on tape.
Hey, there's plenty that you've done too.
Tom.
Mr. OG Anunoby. All he's got to do is add the 3. The guy's shooting 44%.
I love that!
This year.
That just means that, hey, listen.
You got Izzo.
He listened to me.
See, how come when you say it, they listen to you?
I said
when I say it, it's like, oh, you dumbass.
I said he's got to add the 3, implying that he didn't have it yet. And then he goes 4 for 4. I'm like, oh, maybe he listened to me.
He's shooting the whole season.
This was like a 4 days before he did that.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
He's shooting 44% of the year.
When we were, I know, but I wasn't looking. I didn't know he was doing that.
Right, you got
but
Izzo.
Before the years,
you got Izzo.
You know why? Because
you got absolutely Izzo.
So I do it one time. He does it on every show.
You've been doing it more and more.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with you and rubbing it off.
Fuck you. You're such an asshole. Let me see.
I love the Izzos.
Let me see what I said to you.
I, for the record, love the Izzos. I'm not knocking him. I just love. You can't teach this.
So I said, Bengals play calling his ass. You said, but they're winning somehow. I said, I'm just salty because Jamar Chase doesn't have enough catches.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
then they started throwing to him.
He catches an 80-yard bomb on the.
But I don't understand why that's like a funny gotcha.
Because every time you say one, then it happens.
Because it should have been happening. It should have been happening all game. That was the point. It's like they threw him 3 balls in the first half.
It's not that he's wrong. It's just that all of a sudden, bang.
But it just means that
if it happened once in a while, Tom, it probably wouldn't be a thing.
No.
But with you, it's like
I understand the whole Izzo thing. I get what you're saying there. This is not one of those cases. I wasn't like. No, it wasn't.
It literally happened.
I was saying they need to throw him the ball more, and then they did it.
After he sends the time, I'm just a little salty. He needs to get the ball more. Bang.
I don't get it. It would have been different if I was like, they can't get the ball to Chase. They just can't do it. This team's awful. They're going to lose.
The problem in this...
That's not what happened.
The problem in this instance is not what he said. It's when he said it. They had a half of football to go. If he says that with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, okay, I get it. When there's an entire half of football to go, you don't say anything yet. You just don't.
What are you talking about? I'm playing fantasy.
I know.
I wanted him to have more catches.
How many points did he get for that one catch and run?
A bunch.
Like 15.
Yeah.
He wound up with 55?
So what? I don't understand why we're arguing about
we got to check this with DJ out. We got to check. That might be the highest single game total any player.
See, if you had said what I said,
which makes it even more.
If you had said what I'd said, you would have said, "See, they're finally listening to me,
dude."
Joe Burrow's finally listening.
If I did this every day, you do it every day. Once in a while, you're right. You do this every damn day. across the sports world.
And at halftime, I say what I think they should do.
It's like, well, you're mad at what they're not doing, and it's
And
like
then
they got a whole half to
do
do
it.
I'm like, no, I'm like, they got no. My point is, they got a whole half to go. You don't say that. You just said a minute ago, I know the whole half to go. I'm like, well, then what are you bitching
What
about?
are you talking about? I'm just talking. Okay, it's like when they go to halftime at a fucking during a game, they talk about the game, and the guys go, "Look, they're not doing this enough." It's we're talking sports. Every time I talk sports, you act like, "Oh yeah, that would happen."
You have a tendency to panic.
That wasn't panic.
Well, your text is like you were frustrated. I can feel it in the text. Like, they're not getting. He needs to get the ball more. I can feel it in the text. I feel his anger.
That's not what I said, first of all. I actually admitted that I was frustrated. I said, I'm just salty because Jamar Chase doesn't have enough catches. You can feel the anger?
I could.
Get at it. I wasn't even angry.
Sound like you're angry. I'm like, yeah, because I'm thinking to myself, they got 30 minutes to go. What if he touches 10 balls and a couple in this half? Then what?
But I never acted as if that couldn't happen.
Well, this is why texts are misleading, because I thought that you were upset. I felt like you were upset. And I said, this is what you're bitching about.
Look, I said Bengals play calling is ass, and then I was admitting it really wasn't ass. I just wanted them to throw the ball.
At the end of the game, you were mad because you didn't throw it in for the 2-point conversion, so you get 58 and 55.
I wasn't mad.
You weren't? You sent me the replay. You seem pretty impassioned about this moment.
No. All I said was, I can't believe you didn't look at Chase. And then you started arguing with me. And saying,
well, when I saw the
making
play,
all these excuses.
What excuse? The guy that he threw it to would have caught a touchdown if he didn't get dragged to the ground.
No, it doesn't matter. Why not look at one-on-one coverage with your guy who just scored 3 touchdowns and had 200 yards?
Again, and by the way, when I said the safety wasn't over there, here's what he did: a pre-snap. He didn't set him in motion, but he's a one-on-one, looks tight coverage. The first place he's looking is he really alone, or is there a safety back there? He started
in the slot. He started in the slot. He moved him outside.
Well, when they replay it, he's already standing out there.
Right.
I didn't see
started from right there.
But I knew he was manned up because the guy is right in his face.
Right, but that guy also moved over with him.
From where he's looking, I'm not saying he did this, but what they normally do is when they see the guy tight man, it's the number one. All right, where is their help? Is it a linebacker to cut away the quick? Is it a safety to take over the top? I can't see that I can't see a linebacker because the linebackers are inside, so there's nobody there to take away the quick slant. Yeah. So he's going to go. And by the way, he did do this. He went inside routes. So he went around him.
Yeah.
So,
if he had held the ball a little longer, he would have had him streaking.
Well, he also got. Remember, as he threw it, he was getting a hand in the face, which was the second penalty that got missed. And it turns out there were 4 missed flags because 3 guys got fake masks on the same fucking play.
That was bad.
So, and again, I kept falling asleep. He did say this to his credit that the officials were bad all night. When I woke up,
they were letting him get hit way too much.
When I woke up, the first thing I saw was that hit that you sent me. That's the one I was talking about. The safety comes off the edge. He has thrown the ball and dropped his arm all the way down, and then he hits him in the back.
Bang!
Hits him in the back.
And he tries to pull up and act like
bullshit. He hit him right in the fucking back. Right in the blind
he hit him right in the left arm.
It was the rib. The rib in the arm.
Yeah.
Cheap shot. That should have been a penalty 1,000 times out of 1,000.
He also got face masked multiple times. Neither one called.
I have no love for Joe Burrow, but he got crushed last night, and he got robbed. They got robbed, and which brings us to what we wanted to start with tonight: the officiating in the NFL is officially offensive. It's a joke.
There's nothing official about it.
There's nothing official about it. It is the worst run. League, whatever it is, refereeing, whatever you call it, department, whatever it is, the worst run gig.
It's tough to say that when you got the MLB umps and the
it's
and
worse.
The NBA refs.
This is worse.
Yeah,
it's worse. I can't fucking believe how many fucking calls they miss a week, and this is the problem.
Big calls.
They're big ones, and they're obvious. These are obvious. It's not like it's a bang bang and he's right. I can see that. This is obvious. Like, the second you see the replay, you're like, how did he not see that? Like, it didn't happen that fast.
Dude, remember the one where Sam Darnold got fucking his head yanked off?
Yeah.
In the end zone? Mm-hmm. They call it safety?
Yeah. I mean, you either have rules to protect the quarterback or you don't have them.
Giants have been fucked by bad calls a few times this year.
They have. And the Patriots stink, so I don't really give a shit. But they've gotten some shitty calls too. And I'm just like, but I'm not watching every game. So I'm just like, but the more I look around and the more games I'm catching, the more this is becoming normal.
Yeah.
It's becoming normal. Okay? And again, you're going to miss some calls. I get that. But they're missing easy ones, and they're missing them at the worst time. It's just like...
Who's this guy taking a step back air ball 3?
Who, where?
Somebody on Philly.
Who's that dude? Is that who I think it is? Oh, that's Jackson. He came up
Reggie?
from
Is that-
Denver. He was Denver.
Is it Reggie Jackson?
I think so, yeah. Air ball
Didn't he
3.
win somewhere?
Denver.
Oh, he won in Denver?
He was there 2 years ago when they won. So anyway, the officiating in this in the NFL is absolute garbage. I mean, it's fucking garbage. Don't take my word for it. Just tune on the games on Sunday. It won't take long. You're gonna see something
long.
like, what the fuck, huh? And they got like 5 officials on the field, or 6. I think they're 3 on each side of the ball. Actually, maybe 4. This is crazy. Side judge, line judge, back judge, front. It's like, what the fuck? They're everywhere. Head judge. I'm like, how do you miss a call with 8 guys running around? I mean, covering both sides of the ball, every angle. Like, and that means a lot of times both of them can see it from different angles, and you still miss the fucking call. How the fuck does that happen? Who the fuck are they hiring? It's like, it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, so, almost yoked.
Yeah, what was the call where they went to review, came back, and still got it wrong?
Oh, yeah, what was that?
Were we watching that?
We were. What game was that? I remember. What game was that?
Mm-hmm.
Was it last Sunday? Or was it Sunday before? It was recently. We were watching the game together. I remember, but they had a call that when you see the replay, first you're like, how they missed that? But then you're like, oh, well, at least they'll get it right. It's there. And then it comes back and there's no, they don't.
There.
They didn't do it. Well, like, who the fuck is in New York?
Well, you were thinking they got the one about Garrett Wilson wrong. I actually agreed with that call. Remember that shin catch last week, Thursday night?
Yeah, I don't think that wrong. But it's bang bang. I mean, the kid made a heck of a catch. What's that?
You said they shouldn't have overturned it.
I think there was enough evidence to overturn. I didn't. But that's a tough call. That's not.
I thought there was.
That's not a gimme call. I can see that one going to replay. Whichever thing they decide, it was too close. So, but that's not the ones we're talking about.
I know. I'm trying to think of the one.
The ones we're talking about.
I'm trying to think about the one where they should have changed it.
Look, we see this. I pick a game. It happens every game. I like just pick a scenario. Let me ask you this: is there a scenario with which they haven't blown a call yet? I think they pretty much covered them all already.
I don't know.
And here's the problem. And here's the real problem.
Yes, actually, they haven't blown a call on a Thursday night game in the snow with a bit of rain coming down as well. Winds at 40 miles an hour. I don't think they've blown it in that scenario.
Rest easy. We're in November.
Give them time,
Give them
folks.
time. It'll
Dude,
happen.
imagine now if next Thursday there's snow, rain,
in Green Bay or someplace
snow,
like that.
rain,
Yeah.
it's coming down, and they blow it.
I blow it.
I would have gotten Izzo.
Will anyone be surprised?
No, I would have gotten Izzo.
You're not saying they're not doing it. They're blowing it all the time. They are blowing it all the time.
Right, but I'm saying they haven't blown it in this one situation, which is
Yeah.
a Thursday night with rain and snow. So
And we're
if
like,
I
give
get
it time.
Izzo, then next Thursday
No, that's not.
it's gonna be rainy, snowy.
That's not your
And the
getting
refs are gonna
Izzo.
blow it.
You're making a joke that could actually happen given what's been happening.
I'm just saying.
And would anyone be surprised given what we have seen?
I could get Izzo on this.
No, you're not. That's not what I think it is.
It's a joke. I'm just
Anyway,
kidding. Jesus
listen,
Christ.
here's the real problem. Here's the real frightening part of this. Because normally when guys are bad at
Now
something,
that Trump's in office, who knows what's going to happen to NFL refereeing?
That's fair.
Elon Musk is going to get a hold of
This
it.
could be fair.
Elon Musk is going to send propaganda to the video replay booth. When the ref goes in there, he'll send him a
You're
fake
gonna make me lose a
video.
train of thought.
Sorry.
We're trying to get off those two idiots for one segment. Sorry, America. I get why he's mad. He has a right to be mad. He doesn't have to apologize. I understand. It's the worst thing ever. But anyway, the point is this: usually with things in sports, you know how like in the first couple of weeks, it usually takes teams and players and everybody coaches to find their groove. You expect the first month to be kind of sloppy.
Oh, no doubt.
That's fair with officiating too. I couldn't say we're now in the middle of the season. They're not getting better. They're getting worse. They're getting worse, not better.
Depreciation, if you will.
Yeah. They're not getting better like everybody else is getting better. Like, the
Like Trevor Lawrence is getting better.
Yeah,
and,
or like, the Pats.
who else?
The Pats offense is getting better.
Deshaun Watson getting better.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. Is it? No. But the point is, like, they're supposed to be getting better too. What the hell's he doing? LeBron is praying to someone.
He's having a mindful moment.
He's deep in thought. He's in Zen. Is it Zen mode? He's in Zen mode.
He's meditating.
Yep. He's becoming one with Allah. Whoever it is.
He's not Muslim.
I don't know what he is. I was just saying.
Is he religious?
I don't even know. It's a joke. He looks like he's praying. Kind of. So,
I thought he looked like he was meditating.
maybe he was.
KJ Martin, who are you? I don't know.
So anyway, that's the you. What's your take on that? You've been watching football. I mean, we are our fans, our legion of fans.
Oh, you're asking them
in the comment section.
Get the fuck out of there.
Did you try
What's your take on this?
No, have you seen? Are we off our rockers? Or is it a reach? Tell us. Tell us, America. What do you think?
Let me know.
Well, after how you voted, I don't know if I want to know how you think or what you think.
Exactly.
Trying to get away from it.
They're going to be like, the NFL refs are amazing. Elon Musk is tired of the wokeness, and the NFL refs are amazing.
Mm-hmm. He's tired of the censorship.
We're tired of wokeism.
Yeah.
And no freedom of speech, even though Donald Trump is probably the biggest threat to freedom of speech in the last...
Well, since Hitler.
Since
the Second Amendment.
Since Hitler.
Is it the Second Amendment? Which one are guns?
First Amendment.
First Amendment.
Second Amendment is
guns.
Right to bear arms and be a fucking
right to bear arms.
a-hole about it.
I always get 1 and 2 mixed up. Oh!
He almost did the Around My World.
He almost did the original Yokadoke. The Larry Joe. You should see when Larry Bird, the highlights of Bird making that move. It's unbelievable. Because it looks so damn slow, but then he just quickly steps one way, and they jump every time he goes the other way.
Bronny's still there.
Oh, he's going to be in the G League.
I guess he's optioning down.
They kicked him out. He's fucked out up too. They kicked him back. You're useless down there. Go back up there and see what you find.
He was down there to watch.
He's down there 2 games. Like, this kid sucks. Go back with you. Yeah, can't do nothing with him. Take him back.
You're the one who drafted him.
You drafted him. You coach him. You imagine that?
I wonder what that's like.
Lakers fired G League
to be on a team with your dad.
Well, if you earn it, I'm sure it's great.
Yeah, I wonder what it's like to be on it if everybody thinks you didn't.
Well, if you average 4.5 points a game for a 15 and 18 college basketball team that you don't start for, those guys don't tend to get drafted next year, that summer in the NBA draft. Just unless they're like 7-2 in a project. Maybe that's the one scenario. I guess I don't know.
Right.
But normally
like
when
maybe
you
that was their first year of basketball.
Yeah. Normally when
you're catching them on the raw end.
Yeah. If you're playing 20 minutes a game and you average 4.5 points per game, the team you play on sucks. The thought isn't, hey, I should jump to the draft. And I'm pretty sure no coach was telling him that before his daddy decided to make this happen. I'm pretty sure his head coach didn't say, you're ready.
You should get out of here. Yeah, there's money to be made.
This is a waste of your time.
Look, you got to.
He starts talking to him like he's Goodwill Hunting.
You got to think about your family. I mean, they're not going to be okay if you don't go start
Seriously,
earning.
the whole generations of kids here are just hanging in the balance here. Their well-being.
Well, no, I mean the James family would be able to survive.
The entire James legacy.
If he doesn't get a contract.
Yeah, I mean,
just starting to see the ads on the jerseys more.
Man,
I know that's been going on for a minute, but
there is no way. There is no coach who, if he was coaching him last year, would have recommended he'd go to the pros. There isn't one on. I think Matt Patricia would fuck this up. And Matt Patricia will fuck up everything.
Matt Patricia would have fucked it up. Matt Patricia would have been like, halfway through his freshman year, he would have said, "Stop now, go." He gives him go to the NBA.
He gives him the Goodwill Hunting speech. Hey, look, if you're still here in a week, I'll fucking kill you. I mean, I'll fucking kill you. He's like, you're sitting on with a lottery ticket. You're too much of a pussy to cash it in. You can back up. Go into the draft. This is because this is an insult to us here. We're a waste of your time.
Was that the Ben Affleck rant?
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking beautiful. He goes, you're still here watching the Pats games, going down the L Street. He's like, I'll fucking kill you in 20 years. Like, I'll kill you. But he said 20 years. I said 1 week. If you're still here in 7 days, I'll fucking kill you.
I'd like to see about a girl.
Yep. Went to see about $1 million contract.
Mm-hmm. Can I have one of those Mountain Dizzles?
Yes, of course. Are they wonderful? Anyway, so there's our whatever the hell that was.
We just did 20 minutes on nothing.
No, we talked about officiating.
We spent 7 minutes arguing about Izzo, getting Izzo.
I didn't. You were the one disagreeing with me.
Shut the fuck up. Disagreement is not a one-person thing, you dick. What? I was the one in the right.
My point is valid.
So is mine.
When you say something, it literally the opposite happens right after.
Your point is valid. So is mine, bitch. You're not Donald Trump.
I'm not. I didn't say it was. I never said that.
That's a Donald Trump-ism.
I know what a tariff.
My point's valid. Yours is
First of all, I know what a tariff is. He doesn't.
My point's valid. Yours isn't.
He doesn't know what a tariff is. Actually, he does. He's just not telling these idiots until they drop the tax on him.
I don't think he does.
I don't think he does.
He thinks he's hard.
God. I'm just saying that's bad. I mean,
2-Bit Hustler.
Yep. That book, you gotta read that book, Lucky Loser.
2-Bit Hustler.
Lucky Loser. Buy it. Get it online. Lucky Loser. Read that.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I told you. We talked about this already. That's
where
where I got all the
read
stats
the back
from.
of the book?
No, the whole thing.
Impressive.
It's not a long read. It's like 300-400 pages.
No, I thought you were going to say 3 or 4 pages.
Well,
like a children's book.
Given it what we're talking about.
It's in crayon.
Page 1, born a loser. Page 2, still a loser. Page 3, dies a loser. I mean, technically, could they do that? Yeah. Yeah. Asshole.
Do I think I can still play football? Yes.
Do
I want to go through everything it takes to get ready to play football? That's where it gets a little tough. You know, but do I enjoy the camaraderie, being here with the guys? Of course I do.
Of course, you wouldn't.
Of course I do.
However.
But does that mean I want to miss my kids' baseball games? No, it doesn't. Now, you know, if I could play another 5 years, would I? Physically? Yes.
But then you're going to go mental.
Well,
that's when these things just don't fall so neatly into right and wrong, black and white. No, they're complex. How complex? Let me tell you.
I mean, look, if I do I think they're complex? Sure I do. Sure I do. And now, could it be easy if I simplified it? Of course it could.
This is Tom's dream interview with himself on Nightline.
No.
60 Minutes.
I was interviewing.
The whole world's watching.
I was interviewing Brett Favre.
I know. But this is Tom interviewing
That was
himself.
Brett Favre.
Oh, that's great. No, but you're mocking Brett Favre.
Yes.
That's the point. No, but you go on 60 Minutes to do it.
Pretend to be Brett Favre.
Pretend to be Brett Favre. Like the anchor. The anchor of that world-famous IDD show is with us tonight, but the depths of Tom Izzo. The depths of Tom Izzo are a sight to behold. Let's unlock the
depths of Brett
Let's
Favre,
unlock the
Tom
chamber and open the door and see what's behind
I'm
those
not
eyes.
being Tom Izzo. I'm
See
being
what's
Brett
behind
Favre.
those eyes of that Tom Izzo, the redoubtable one, as he is called on that show. And they ask one question, and then the next 60 minutes, it's him answering and asking his own questions off of that one question.
It wouldn't be about me. I'd be Brett Favre.
No, you don't mean it. You're mocking Brett Favre. But I have the feeling if you had to do that, you could take it a whole hour.
Well, I wouldn't do it as an interview. I'd do it as a press conference.
The interview would be better.
No.
Yeah, because like you
the
go
press
on 60 minutes
conference
because it's supposed to be important.
You actually have an event, press conference, and everybody comes out, and you literally you talk to yourself the whole time. Well, everybody's sitting there waiting to ask a question.
Yeah, but one question gets asked and he never finishes the answer.
So,
because he keeps answering questions that
Tommy,
he keeps asking off of that question.
What do you think about your legacy? My legacy? I mean, did I think about my legacy while I was living it out? No. You know, do I look back now and reflect? Sometimes. But, you know, what is really important in life what is success? Do I know yet?
See, the problem is Brett Favre. Brett Favre has like 15 concussions, so I can see how this would happen.
Poor guy.
The fucking guy has brain damage. You're making fun of him.
Oh, please. He got in trouble for frauding welfare.
I'm joking. He's fair game. All the shit he's done. Yeah, he's fair game.
You're giving me the poor mama routine.
No, I'm saying he's fair game. I'm just kidding. The man's probably brain dead because you're making fun of him.
How could you?
Oh my God.
Next time you make fun of a football player, next time you make fun of Deshaun Watson, I'll be like, poor guy, he's probably got 25 concussions.
Well, that'll match the 25 freaking accusations.
Maybe that's a thing.
Maybe it is. I don't know. We're going to come back segment 3. We're going to do our...
We don't know where we're going to be.
Well, we're going to do our pick segment. Got to do that. And that'll be fun. And then we're going to recap the NBA, what happened tonight. Did the Knicks play? They won, but they won comfortably, right? I forgot. I'll think about
I came down and you were being such a bitch.
Comfortably.
I was like, the Knicks are in a Donnie. And you were like, well, Milwaukee, well, they're on the road. And
they're on the road.
And I was like, well, they're actually in New York. And you're like, well, Milwaukee's desperate.
Yeah, they're 1-6.
And I was like, well, the Knicks are winning by 30. And you're like, well, how do you know they're not playing like shit? It could just be playing like shit. And I was like,
it's true. It'll happen.
Okay, somebody's got a goddamn porcupine crammed in his ass.
It's not a porcupine. It's an oversized Oompa Loompa.
Okay, but don't take that out on me.
I can't help it.
I didn't vote for him.
I know you didn't. But a lot of people I know did. Segment 3 coming right up.
Save the venom for them.
I can't see them. This is all for you, by the way.